Today on the channel, we ride again into another Turtle Tuesday, and today on the channel, Super 7 Ultimate Edition, April O'Neil.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Turtle Tuesday unboxing and review. And today on the channel, from Super 7 Ultimate Edition line, we got April O'Neil. But for all your April O'Neil needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. You can also go to the Super 7 website and put in code KyleP to support this very YouTube channel. So there you go. And of course, you got to have the 4 Ninja Turtles. After that, you probably got to have Splinter, but you got to have April O'Neil too. And April O'Neil comes to us from the Ultimate line, a figure that was released quite some time ago. As you guys know, every single Tuesday, we're going through these Super 7 Ultimate Edition Turtles, finally getting around to unboxing all these. And this one's been out a while, so it's a little old news maybe to some. New news to me is I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to these figures. I try to kind of keep my eyes in one direction because I don't like to hear things and see things before I unbox them. That makes a lot of sense probably. But I know some people weren't the happiest with April O'Neil, and that seems to be a reoccurring theme. As we know, the NECA cartoon version, the first version released, a lot of people not really sold on that one. We did get a one in 2023 that was updated with some better heads, so I think a lot of people were happy about that, plus extra heads to put on the old one if you needed to do that. But this one, of course, based on the Playmates version, not always for everybody as well. So we'll see what all the fuss is about here in this review. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's start it off. And of course, this was back when we got those outer shipping box. That's exactly what we have here for April O'Neil. Always like these, but they seem to be a thing of the past at this point. So we're going to say, see you later. Goodbye. And now we get to the traditional packaging. We know it. We love it. We got the sewer cover, manhole cover there with April O'Neil looking good. Green packaging. She's a good guy, so she got to have green. Nothing on the sides. Ultimate on the top. Nothing fun on the bottom. And on the back, that classic Turtles logo. We know it. We love it. We want some more of it. How about that? See you later. Goodbye. And then we get April in the plastic prison. There's April looking pretty good. There she is. And we'll see what she looks like out of the package, though. Turtles logo, April O'Neil, that green brick. We're used to that. On the side, on the back. What do we got? We got a little blurb action there. We got Nickelodeon. We got Super 7 joining forces. How about that? But it does say April O'Neil, TV news reporter and Turtles ally. April's a determined TV news journalist, always prepared for the late-breaking news feature with her camcorder strapped around her arm. Her eagerness can get her into a heap of trouble, but it's nothing she or the Turtles can't handle. April's no airhead and is a valuable member of the Team Turtles. Being a human has its advantages, after all, like getting into places the Turtles can't. When the situation calls for more than a news flash, April's ready with a trusty gun. Watch out! Which is secretly locked inside her camcorder. Oh, you sly devil, April O'Neil. There it is. But I'm going to take April offline, get her out of the package, and we'll be back talking all things hidden guns. All right, got April out of the package. Let's dive into old April O'Neil and see what's going on here. But let's start it off with the accessories first, and we're going to start with the hands here. Very peachy colored hands on her. She's got a very flush skin tone. I don't know what's up with her. Maybe she was in a tanning bed or something, got a little burnt, or she's flustered. Who knows what's going on? But a very peachy, not quite right skin tone, at least from where I've sit. And of course, you guys know right here at this table is where I do sit. But April, she came to fight. 2 fists of fury out of the package there for old April O'Neil. She does get a little finger-pointing hand, or maybe a little kind of scratching hand, I guess. We have one of those going on. 2 splayed out hands, got to have those. And then we do get an up and down hinge. Ooh, a gun hand, a trigger hand. She's the trigger man for the turtles, apparently. Turtles use their ninja weapons. April just says, just blows somebody away. That's her thing. Apparently, who knew? And then we got 2 gripping hands. Probably got to use these for her. She's got a lot of accessories, as we can see. And the first accessory we're going to dive into, she's got her little press badge here. Channel 6 News, of course. Nice little string here. Throw it right around her neck. Little press badge action. That's good. This is a cool one you could also use with your NECA Ninja Turtles if you really wanted to at the end of the day. So we do get that. Then we get a couple of extra things here. We got a flashlight and a microphone. Of course, anybody deep in an investigation, she's got the flashlight, going through the halls, going through the alleyways, trying to get to the story. Nice flashlight here, nice silver color, nice lens color on the end, a little red button. At the end of the day, it's a flashlight all day long. One of those accessories you could use with other toy lines if you wanted to. Then we got an old school microphone right here. She looks like she's going to go on the Jerry Lewis telethon or something with this thing. She's going to be talking into it. Maybe sing some songs for the people. You never knew what she might be up to here. But a nice little microphone, old school microphone. Looking good, and the hits keep on coming. We get 2 turtle communicators, one closed right here, looks just like the communicators we've seen in the past, so we get another one of those. But we do get one that is open that does not shut, but it's got a picture of old Donatello. She's having a message with Donatello right there, looking good. So if you wanted to communicate with the turtles, you got one of these going on as well. We do get 2 more throwing stars, another easy throw-in. We've seen these in the past. Here we are seeing them again. So 2 little throwing star action right there. Looking good. Not going to use those for her at the end of the day. Which I may do is probably store as much of this as I can in this briefcase. Going back to the OG April O'Neil, of course, she came in with one of these. Looking all good, and you got a little bit of storage space in here. It does clam shut. So I'm going to store as much stuff as possible in here and maybe have her hold this. Not exactly sure, but it's all in gray. No extra bells and whistles with this, anything like that. Just a briefcase at the end of the day. And, of course, you get the weapons tree or the April tree right here. Same weapons, all in one color, all part of this. This is one of those ones I will not take apart. I'll leave this all together. It is what it is. It's a nice throw-in, but really not needed, and that's why they've kind of walked away from this, as we've seen in the Playmates line into the future here. Then we do get her camcorder and her tripod. Of course, a lot of people have always called me tripod, but not here today in this video. But we do got a camcorder right here looking pretty good. It is nice. You can have her hold it with her hand, or you can plug it into this tripod. Whatever you want to do. Choose your own camcorder adventure, how you want to film things. You know, she's old school. One of the younger, what should I say, the more low-budget news stations, possibly. A lot of those reporters do have to film their own segments. They don't have their own camera crew, so apparently April has to film her own here. Nobody help her. Or maybe she's on special assignment. Who knows what she's up to. But we do get the camcorder here. Another one of those accessories you can use with something else if you wanted to. And then, bam, we got a gun for April O'Neil. She's ready to blow somebody away with this little pistol. I guess she's keeping herself protected out there on the mean streets. And truly on the mean streets with April O'Neil. So we do have that. But now, we get down to business here. We get down to April O'Neil herself. We got 3 different heads on her. We do get a hairdo that is very 1980s going on here. Big, big hair, big reporter hair. Looking good here. Once again, the skin color on this is a little strange. A little bit flushed is what it looks like to me. I don't know. Not a lot of excitement for me on the skin tone. It really takes away from the figure in my estimation. But it looks very blow-up doll-like in the face too. She looks a little interesting. It looks a little strange. Doesn't really look like April O'Neil how I picture her. Now, if somebody hands me this, I think this is April O'Neil, or I think it's like one of those Fisher-Price rescue people or something. She kind of has that thing going on with the whole jumpsuit look, but not the best head on her. This second head here, a little different, a little tighter, a little bit smaller head, which isn't bad. Once again, same skin tone problems. Big blue eyes on all these, but a different hairdo on her. Brown instead of a reddish hair, so you got to choose your own adventure there. And then you got April, I guess, when she works as the front desk as a secretary sometime. Or maybe she's working the phones at the Jerry Lewis telethon. Who knows? She had the microphone earlier. Maybe she's working the phones here. Headset on here for me. Don't need this. This doesn't do anything for me. I would not use this head for my April. You, though, choose your own head adventure at the end of the day. Then we get down to April O'Neil here, and she's in her janitor outfit. That's what it looks like, or like a camera operator outfit. who knows what's going on here, but it is very similar to the one from the Playmates in the back in the day. You've got the turtles on the back there, which is very strange you're wearing the turtles on the back. What would the reasoning be for that? I'm not sure. Who knows? And you got a little blue against the yellow looking good here. Got a white belt to break up the monotony, white boots for her as well. We talked about her Fists of Fury. Arms go all the way around for her, up, down, side to side at the elbows, single jointed elbows, hands back and forth, removable of course. Waist articulation, big old April O'Neil splits. If she needs to get in certain positions, she can. Leg goes up, bend at the knee, side to side at the knee. No boot cut, but you do get ankles that really don't go anywhere. There we go, up and down, no side to side on the ankles on this one here though. Does she fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand? Absolutely not. She does not. She has no peg holes on here, so she's not standing for anybody. She might be a tough one to stand, too. She's got that big head that'll just hold her over and topple her over if you're not careful. Yeah, this one's going to be annoying, and she's got kind of a foot that's kind of off to the side as well. So she's going to be a tough one to stand. You're going to have to use all your magic tricks, and you kind of got to do one of these kind of things, and you got to make sure you wiggle your fingers when you walk away, because if you don't, she'll fall right over. But it's the key is the wiggling of the fingers to get it to stay up, as you can see right here. Stay tuned, subscribe for more pro action figure tips just like that one. There you go. But April O'Neil really is what it is at the end of the day. It's a core character, a must-have character, just not the best rendition of April O'Neil. That is to be said right there. But of course, we do get the old school one. We can kind of compare those two side by side. Similar but different, a lot of similarities, and that's what they're going for. So it's one of those things. It just really depends how you feel about this figure at the end of the day. And I guess that's where I turn it to you guys. How do you feel about this April O'Neil? A must-have, an easy pass, a guaranteed pickup? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and the other YouTube channel. We got 2 YouTube channels going on, and we got videos every single day, including Turtle Tuesday here on this very channel. Don't forget about Patreon for early access to both channels' videos, bonus content, exclusive content, you name it. But best of all, you can support the channel. You can also support the channel at PetersonTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for April O'Neil, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.